talking, and it's a good day for a bike ride because
that sounds nice.
Maeve has learned how to ride her bicycle.
Yes,
That's so
she
exciting.
has. So we were one of those parents that started her on a Strider bike.
Which I'd never really heard of that.
Yeah, so it's basically a balance bike. There's no pedals on it, and we put the pedals on, and we were expecting, you know, some falls. We prepared her for that. She just started pedaling, and she's good to go. But you know what? We're a family of bike riders, so.
That is such an exciting rite of passage, isn't it?
It is, and now we are much faster getting everywhere we need to be around the city, so it's good. But yes, today has been gorgeous for really any kind of activity outside. It hasn't been nearly as windy as what we've been experiencing over the last couple of days, but it was just as warm in many locations. So your high temperatures today topped out at 68 degrees at O'Hare, 64 in Gary, 70 in Joliet, 74 in Rensselaer, 59 in Waukegan, though, so a little bit cooler across the far north suburbs there. But take a look at where we stand right now. So the wind direction has changed. There's been a frontal boundary that's been slowly kind of sagging to the south today. And so our wind direction is now coming in off of Lake Michigan for pretty much the northern portions of Indiana and far northeastern Illinois. That's why our temperatures are drastically cooler now, down to 57 degrees. At the Chicago lakefront, we're actually down to 50 right now in Gary, but further to the south, 74 degrees in Rensselaer, 71 in Kankakee, 70 in Morris, and it's still 65 degrees in Woodstock. So many locations feeling really good out there this evening. Here's what we're watching for, though. There's been a couple showers that have been developing. Very light stuff coming down, nothing too heavy at the moment, but we will be seeing our rain really ramping up in intensity late tonight and into Thursday. The first half of your day tomorrow is actually looking very soggy, but as of right now, it looks like the bulk of the showers stretching from northern Cook County into Lake and McHenry County, but it's still fairly scattered and fairly light that's moving through. So let's zoom things out, get the big picture here. We have a low pressure system that's far to our southwest. This is going to be gathering some Gulf moisture over the next 6 hours or so, and we're really going to see a lot of showers and thunderstorms developing out ahead of that and traveling right along this frontal boundary, kind of channeling all of that rain in our direction. So the Storm Prediction Center does have our area highlighted in the threat of severe thunderstorms tomorrow. So this marginal risk, that's a level 1 of 5, so a lower end risk. But isolated severe storms are going to be possible. That threat's going to increase the further south and southwest that you go. So that slight risk area, the yellow shading area, that is for scattered severe thunderstorms being possible on Thursday. So let's time it all out. Futurecast over the next couple of hours. There's going to be at least a couple stray showers here or there, but again, nothing too heavy until early tomorrow morning. So by 4 a.m. in the morning, we're just now starting to get going with this. Heavy downpours, small hail, gusty winds all going to be possible, and there's going to be multiple waves of this moving through. So by 8 a.m., we're still dealing with that. Localized flooding, that's going to be a concern, and just plan ahead. If you plan on being on the roads tomorrow morning, it's going to be slow going pretty much anywhere you are going, because we're going to be dealing with rain that could be heavy enough to where you really have to slow down. Now, here's the question with the forecast, is just how much redevelopment do we see late afternoon and evening? Some models beginning to push that further to our south, but there is a chance that that could be developing across our area. And if it does, all hazards going to be possible, including isolated tornadoes. So we have to be very, very aware of what's taking place tomorrow. So your 7-day forecast, tomorrow 54 degrees, but 60s across the south suburbs. On Friday, we're drying things out. Saturday and Sunday looking good for anything that you may have planned this weekend. 50s on Saturday, 40s expected on Sunday. Keep it here. We have more coming up right after the break.